So, just down at tip again this morning, and I've got a little seat box in here, look, little tiny thing, and possibly a full pole. I'm gonna have to try and bodge some bits together, but there's a sort of makeshift top kit in there, a few sections. There's no branding on it, but £5 I've paid for both of them, so try and make some use of it. So let's see if we can go to the bank and catch some fish. And this thing, I don't know if Bike is the brand, but it's a seat box, isn't it? £5, and when I've done with it, I can just use it as storage for old reels and what have you. So let's see if we can get out, catch a few fish on this thing. Oh, lovely morning. Oh, there's carp down there, I don't want them today. Morning everybody. So I am back with the box and the pole at a local fishery, and today we're just going to see if that £5 that I spent on this can actually catch a few fish. Now I've got a little tub in here with some disgorgers and some shots and some bits, and I did manage to make a top kit for this pole out of the bits that I've shown you. There is a section in the middle of that is not even for this pole, it's just a separate bit of carbon that I had to chuck together, but it's really light. I've got some number 6 slip elastic in it, so if we hook anything big, the rig will give before the elastic, but the elastic will give before the pole does. And upon some recent research, this pole is actually a Browning Titanium Pro spiral pole, if that means anything to you. You'll see it when I get it out, but this isn't the butt section of it. I actually thought this was the butt section of the pole, and it's not. There's actually another piece that I've not got, so we're just going to go with it. It's not got any cracks or snaps or squashes or crushed sections in it, so it's safe to use today. I would not bring it if it wasn't. And this box, it's got no legs on it. It is just a cheap box, and the Bike stickers that were on it, it's not the brand of the box. So maggot tub, a couple of bits terminal tackle, a few pole rigs, and landing net in car, and we should be good. I'm going to get down on that peg down there in the bottom left corner of your screens this morning. Have a few hours, just maggots and ground bait, that's all I've got, and just show you that a £5 setup can catch you some fish. So let's get to it. Oh, so I'll just do you a bit of a tackle overview to start with. All I've got in here, bag of maggots, front fishery, GG green, skim and bream dark, but I mean there's a lot of mixes out there that might work for you, but just going to go for roach at perch today. If we get any carp, I won't want to talk about it after, but this is all we've got. This is it. So I'll sort some ground bait out in a minute. But in the box, inside here, let me just show you how simple this is. Maggot tub, hook length box, a bit of line, and then this little terminal box I got in that Daiwa box other week off that chap. And that, people, is it. Really simple. Not even a side tray today. I'm going to be fishing with a pole, so we should be all right. I mean, let's just get priorities sorted first. I'm going to be fishing with, I need one of them. I'm going to be fishing with that. I need a plummet. Probably it, isn't it? Is that it? I can get some shots. I'll probably leave this outside of me, to be fair. So I'll put them on top like that. I can put the hook length back in there. Needs tidying up that. But this is as simple as it's going to get, people. So get your maggots. Always use scissors. Always. So pint of red and white, nice and simple. And just so no dolphins get tangled up in that, that's going to go in there like so. Even got a little leather strap on front, look, missed that bit. They're just going to want floor next to me. Because of how low down this box is, and I'm like 58 foot tall, I'm not saying it's going to be comfy, but I'm going to have to try and adapt. But because it's low down, I can just reach down to the floor for my maggots. Yeah, I'm just going to gear a really simple couple of hours fishing, so don't go, you know what I mean? And that is my hook bait, and I can loose feed them. And I've got not a lot of ground bait here, there's probably a kilo in there. I'm probably not going to use it all. I'm going to mix it all up anyway. So, I'll mix the ground bait up in a sec. Pole roller. I'm not going to get away with fishing without a pole roller because I've got a bit of a bank behind me. I have got a pole roller, an absolute one. So what I'll do is I'll put that up behind me. It's a Preston one. You won't see it, so it won't ruin anything. Don't worry. I've got a landing net just here, which again, it's just a cheap budget landing net that comes with another cheap tackle bundle of the week. And that's pretty much it. It's as exciting as it gets. So, well, let's get to it. Oh, right, let's get some ground bait mixed up. Again, it's only a quick session. I want to come down with very minimal gear just to catch a couple of fish like roach and perch and maybe a few skimmers, you never know. So I'm not going to go technical with you. Just going to dunk that in there. Give it a good mix up. When you've done this enough times, you kind of know your limits, and if you overdo it and you absolutely ruin your ground bait, well, you still catch fish anyway, so who's complaining? And then what I'll do is I'll dig a pole cup out the car, because I've got all my gear in there, and I should be able to just pot some of this in with a little cad pot. That's pretty much it. I'm not even going to riddle it, so forget the riddle. I'm not even going to riddle it, just to show you how easy and basic it's going to be today. Maggots, ground bait, easy in it. Right, let's get a rig on that pole and show you all what it looks like at its full length. I'm probably going to fish a short line, but I'm probably going to fish a long line as well, because we all want to see what it looks like at, what is it, 11 metres? So I bet it's or 11.5, so I bet there's only 10 metre on it today, so it's only going to be a short pole. Or it might be a long pole for some of you. There's been times when I ain't pole fished for a while, and a 10 metre pole is like, when you go home after, oh, catch them at 16 metre, right out in there. Now what? So yeah, let's get the pole, get a plummet on it, get it set up, and start catching some fishes. Oh, it's all exciting. Just for clarity, oh, I've got a landing mat there as well. I've got a bigger netting car. What's required of me today here is landing mat, landing net, disgorger, day ticket. So nice simple stuff. Put that on you. This is my top kit, and just to show you how crazy this is, it's a top piece, a centre piece, and a bottom piece. Simply because this will like a top 1 section, and this will like your number 3 section for this pole. Well, I just thought, let's just make use of everything we've got with what we bought. So I'm not like giving you like a false representation, but number 6 slip elastic in there down to a Dacron connector. And I've got a Pole Master Storer bung in there as well. So that can go probably there. Now the pole. We can put that down there. And again, no side trays. So that's your butt section. And a lot of you will remember these poles with this coloured area there on the Browning Titanium Pro poles. Meant to be a really good pole back in the day. I put a post on Facebook and a chap instantly identified it for me because I had no idea. But all the joints are good. It's quite a strong pole, to be fair. I think it was a carp pole back in the day. That were its intentions for fishing, like for big fish. So it's a really stiff and sturdy pole, and you know, fishing out there should be a doddle. So first things first, let's get this together onto the roller. So yeah, like that. Oh yeah, that's not a chore at all, that. Boom, 20 pounder perch as well. How are we looking? Oh, hey, it's not that bad. From 80s, they reckon, 1989. Very good year. The year I was born. And that's pretty much all the stats I have for that year. So yeah, make sure they're together. I might fish a short line actually first. What do you reckon? Just fish one here. What did we got the other day? Yeah, I know. Let's leave the butt section off. Put that there. I reckon that and a top kit. What do you reckon? Just so we've got another section to go on if we need it. Onto roller. Again, no pole sock or anything, so just going to have to go on floor behind me. Let's do it with top kit on. Yep, no cracks, all good, nice and straight. Got to try and just get comfy like this somehow. Oh, you see that from there? So I'm probably going to be fishing. I'm going to have that willer as my marker, I think. I'm fishing out there. Boom, £50 perch. Yeah. Might just have to ping that roller up in air a bit. Oh, yeah. Easy, what do you reckon? So that is that. Let's get a rig on. So pole rig. So if you still use the old Stonfo style connectors, by all means, go for it. Like, nothing against you. But Dacrons, for me, they don't really have the uses with this sort of fish. I mean, they do, because they're quite convenient just to attach a rig to, but a lot of people think there's quite a lot of magic involved getting that on there like that. It's just like a slip knot effect. But I just prefer them. I just think, why not? So we have got a 013 to 011 bottom. So ideally, the hook length will go way before. And Reed's over there shaking, look. There's a big float in the middle there as well, but Reed's over there shaking. Wow, carp right at margins. Anyway, so we've got a 011 to 013. Couple of number 8s down there just to tip it up, and then we've got a guru 0.2 gram float on there. So plummet. Hopefully we've not got a lot of water in front of us. Get the brown in. Titanium Pro means business, doesn't it, when it's Titanium Pro? Oh wow, there's like no water in front of me at all. So what's that? About 8 meters, do you reckon? Plumb it up. Let's go down here. Oh we've probably got 3 foot of water in front. 2 foot of water in front of us there. We can come right down. Hopefully there's some fish in this area though. So I always, whenever I tie rigs for a session like today, I always chuck a massive lash on them anyway. Let's try that. And I might not even trim it off, because I might use it on another video next week. It just saves me whacking up another rig. So if I want to be fishing with today, it's not all that much of a chore. Ooh. Let's come up an inch. Right, let's go again. Really lightweight, to be fair. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say it's very light compared to modern day poles. Oh, what do you reckon? 1/8 way down body and all that. 1/8 way down body. 1/8 way down body, I reckon there. And I'll leave. I might leave the long lash on it, just for comfortability. So if I fish like this, legs crossed. No, that's on my back. I reckon just like this. Just hold it like this. Boom. Fish on. Got to be on it. Got to be. Right, so let's just come up a tiny. There, that's way too much. Perfect. Yeah, we'll stick with that. And then just the extra foot of line might help me later on. Who knows? Right, let's get some bait out there. So I've got, some of you might remember these. It's one of the old style Preston cad pots, blue one, bit of elastic, and what you do is you just sort of lasso it onto end at pole. These are ideal for fishing I do when I'm showing you tackle like this, because I've got that many top kits that I use for these cheap pole, cheap rod challenges, whatever, that I can't just have a bag of pots for every single top kit, because some of them are minute and then some of them are massive, like big power kits. These will go on absolutely anything. So you put it onto your pole, get your elastic, and then what you do is you just come round once on yourself like that. In fact, you can even come round twice, and it hooks into that side, and there you go, it's on. And it'll stay on. It's got a rubber base, so it won't slip about as much, and that means that I can just put a little bit of feed in that, pot it out there. Oh, stuck to the bottom then. Pot it out there on the spot, and then it saves me having 50 million cup kits as well. This time of year, nobody's feeding anything anyway. So let's get a couple of maggots, and I mean, look, what's that, seven maggots, and then a little bit of loose ground bait, just like a nugget. Top kit on, and then ship out. And because it's on my top kit and I'm not using a cupping kit, everything's going into one straight line. Hopefully you can see that all right. So line it up with my willer, come right down to the surface and just put the pot underneath the water. Bang. Empty. Just like that. And I can leave that pot on there as well. And I'm going to, a bit uneasy about this situation. I understand now how important pole socks are. Right, let's go in. Let's go straight in. See if we can catch one on the off. Again, people, this is all raw fishing. If ever the day comes where I do an episode where I don't catch a single fish, I promise it will be on the channel. I ain't one of these people that kicks a load of decent days filming out at channel because I didn't catch any fish or enough fish. If ever a day comes where I have to show you all an episode where there's no fish caught, I'm showing you. There we go. So rig's settled, over that ground bait, and then 3 maggots. That long lash, I'm holding my pole up out at way as well. I'm just waiting for a bite now and just seeing if there's anything in area. You never know when there might be a couple of fish down there, or any fish in the surrounding area are just sort of passing by. And they might just take a fancy into your loose feed that you've put down there. And again, I've not brought a catapult either. I want to try and stick to doing everything by potting in, just to keep it all in one area. Keep it nice and concentrated. Say this time of year, you don't want to be piling bait in, and you really don't want to be fishing like a really widespread area. Unless you're fishing on like a big water and you're fishing with a feeder, for example. But who knows, there might just be something down there that fancies a maggot. What we gone with? Single red maggot on hook, by the way. Boom. Little fish. First fish. What's that? A minute? It'll take us a minute to get that. What we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? Oh, got a roach. First fish is a roach. Only a small one. Nope. Little tiny fish in, but it's a fish. 5 quid's worth of tackle. What's happening there? My top kit's absolutely full of water. Is that normal? Has that just happened? I don't know. Let's just go with it, eh? Who knows, people? But what I do know is, I want another fish for you. On the Browning Pro Titanium Pro Spiral. I'm sure that's the name of it, what they were saying. I'm not all uncomfortable, don't get me wrong, I miss a foot plate. But, you know, Another one. What can you do for £5 on a little tiny box like this? It takes me back. Oh, and he's off. Oh my God. He's off, people. I'll go and get him for you now, though. I'll go and get him. But what can you do? Cheap tackle. If you're trying to get your kid into fishing, or your grandkid, or granddaughter, daughter, whatever, there is absolutely plenty out there to get them involved in fishing. Another bite. Had a good response to that ground bait. Have I brought a catapult with me? I think I've got a catapult up in my bag, in my match gear. I'm going to try and avoid it as much as I can and just pot it in. But this is, the point is, £5 is what I've paid for the box and the pole, and that's top kit included as well. Yeah, might have to do a bit of chopping and changing with top kit, but look, I'm not fishing for anything massive. Doubled my maggot over, so it's not like I have to worry about any old delicate tackle being pushed to its limits. And again, barbless hooks. So although you're going to have fish fall off, that is the rules here, and we don't have them for nothing. And not only that, but it saves me having to mine for gold when trying to extract a barbed hook from a percher's bladder. But yeah, plenty of reasons to get out there, get some cheap tackle like this. I mean, this box, it's not uncomfortable, but it's not as pleasant for me because of seat boxes that I've got and that I use regularly. But for a kid or somebody young that's just starting fishing, or even an adult that's starting fishing, it's not going to be uncomfortable because they're not going to know any different yet. And just to get you out on bank and get you started, it's just a really easy, convenient way. And if you can, because you don't necessarily need ground bait either. If you come here, get a pint of maggots, fish maggot on hook and just spray a couple over, you're going to catch fish. Oh, there we go. Bit better. Got some elastic out this time. Is he a swinger though? What we got? Oh, look at him, lovely roach. Can we swing you? Oh, look at him, he'll do. Look at him. Nice handful in him. Lovely fish. So, same again. Single white maggot. It's obviously had a better response, but you'll never really know it for definite until you've had like a good few fish on it first. So don't just go doing all your decision making based on that one change. This time I'm going to put quite a few maggots in. I bet there's 20 in there. Might seem like a lot, but there's obviously a lot of activity down there. So you kind of just feed. You kind of just feed in which the session, you know, the session tells you how to feed, tells you how to go on. Oh no, got a leaf on ook. And I just filled my pot up. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, so this time of year, you're going to get leaves. Just need to be a bit vigilant when it comes to getting your rig out there, that's all. That's it. Right, down to your marker, pot in water, lift up, empty it, and then get your rig, drop it straight in. Like that. There we go. Say those roach, don't mind those. If you can get like a decent handful of those, that'd be ideal. Oh, straight away. Only a small fish, but quick response that time. Keep going for pole sock and it's just not there. Another little roach. See, you know when you're having a good session because you're catching exactly what you came here for. Little tiny roach like that. This time of year, I know some on you, I'm not saying you're fair weather anglers, but there's some on you that you can't contend with cold weather, not just fishing, just in general. And believe me, I have some of those days in the middle of summer. If it's a bit cool out, or sometimes if it's a bit too warm, I ain't leaving the house. So for some on you, it might just be, you know, just as pleasant to watch this style of fishing as opposed to going out and doing it. But if ever the urge takes you and you really, really want to go and have a day's fishing, you can get some minimal tackling car like this and just go out and catch a few roach. Indication pretty much straight away then as that rig settled in water. So a bit of movement, floats just, there we go. Oh, seen some elastic again this time. He is nice, look at him. Hey, what do you reckon to him? Nice little handful him, couple of ounce maybe. Disgorger on this one. Awesome. And just wait for a response again, like that. Nice quick one. You kind of know when your next feed's going to be. I'm really low down. I'm having to keep top get out water because it fills up with water for some reason. Don't know why. You know, longer ones would have been available, but 11 metre back then would have been a lot of people's choices. So yeah, not complaining at all. I think it's quite handy. Look at these roach, look, one after another here. Oh, straight away. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, you'll do. Yeah, sit still then. So yeah, another lovely roach. Sit and just absolutely bag up on these all day. You know, this is this is just me. I want to show you how to fish. Yeah, if we can catch the fish, you can fill the keep net yourself wherever you go, if they allow it. But a nice catch shop full of fish would be ideal. Oh, what's this? Looks a bit perchy. What we got? What we got? Oh, what is it? Big roach. I need net for him. Oh, look at him. So this is what I was saying. Just dropping a bit more feed in and just putting a few more loose offerings in. It's obviously going to preoccupy all those small fish, but at the same time, there's a chance of finding some bigger fish like this as well. And he, probably about an 8-9 ounce fish. Nice handful. Really, really pleasant way of fishing this. I cannot stress it at all. Get out. Even if you've got some really expensive gear, if you have to have the best of the best, as soon as the new one comes out, you have got it. That's fine. I ain't got a problem with that. I do the same. But please, somebody get a box like this and a right old pole like this one. I want to feed again, and get her out and just try and have that same enjoyable day's fishing. Because I'm going to say we're missing out on so much. From 80s, come on. This is what they used to fish with in 80s. This was their normal. There's a lot of you probably watching and you had a pole like this, or you wanted a pole like this. And I'm fishing with one. Cost me £5 for this pole and this box. Box for £3, pole £2 I paid for it. From a second-hand shop. And if it doesn't sell after a period of time, it's actually a skip. It's actually a tip as well. So it just gets binned, it gets thrown away. I come down, if it's any good and it's safe to fish with, I'll chuck some elastic through it, come and have a day's fishing, show you guys that you can catch fish on some old gear, some pre-loved tackle. And not only that, but I don't chuck it away. It don't go to waste when it's with me, because I'll get it out again and show you a day's fishing with it again somewhere else, or fish for carp on it. But what I won't do is just discard of it afterwards. It'll stay with me for a long time. And if I don't fish with it, there might be opportunity one day where a young kid just wants to learn how to pole fish. And I can say, I've got a pole for you at home. And it's not really cost me. Oh, he's just come off him. Oh, a better fish as well. Straight over the top. Down we go. We're just waiting now for that first initial bang. There we go. He were on and waiting him. That elastic's working perfect as well. Number 6 slip elastic, Preston, if anyone's wondering. We'll go this time, another ropes. Look at him. Wow. Absolutely gleaming. Another lovely bar of silver. You wanted that one, didn't you, pal? Hey. Look at him. Sort of fishing that you can be having. I know I keep rattling on about it, but people, it don't need to be expensive. So please don't think that fishing, or to get somebody involved in fishing, is going to cost you an arm and a leg. Right, people. I'm going to try now, just in front of me. I'm going to try and get a swim going here. I'm just going to plumb it up first. I'm hoping that it's not going to be much different to out there, but I can always just plumb up again out there. You know, it's not war and peace. It's not like I'm here all day either. Oh, what do you reckon? Just a top kit? What do you reckon? Just try it with a top kit there like that. So let me just sort that depth out. There's still plenty of water there. Thought it was going to be a lot shallower than that. So, oh, what do we reckon? Right, go there. So, a few maggots on there. So, let's just see if there's a couple of fish down there first. Let's just swing that out. Got my pole near me in case a wobbly carp decides it wants to ruin my day. There we go. Plenty of lash as well, so I can hold my pole right out at way my top kit. And just see if we get any indication of any fish down there. There's plenty of water in front of us. And it's not like they're not tame fish here, so I don't think they would have been bothered too much by me bringing roach over at top while I've been fishing. But it'd just be interesting if we could catch a couple here. And again, it's all raw as well. I've not caught any before now. Otherwise, it would have shot under if I'd have got them going. Little indication then, so a little tiny. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we go. Best roach at session, straight in front of me peg. Is he a roach or an hide? He's a roach. Look at that. So, as raw as fishing gets, absolutely clonker of a roach. Single white maggot, just hooked in top lip there. See if I can just pop that out. Don't quite want to. Oh, there you go. Look at that thing. Just sat in front of the peg down there. Let's see if we can go another one. Just whack him down there. I've got camera girl behind me. You just hang on there a sec. Big roach. So I've got camera girl behind me. If there's a couple more fish down here, I'm going to let her show you how to catch her. Just a couple. Just on this little top kit. Just there like that. And again, same pole. I've got it behind me in case I get a big daft fish wanting to run off with it. I've got a bite straight away. Look at that. Is that a perch? Lovely perch, him. I don't even think I can swing him up. Can I swing him? Should have netted him. And he was sat just underneath my peg as well. So, put him back. One more, just so we know there's some fish there. And then I want to get Camera Girl to sit on this little cheap box. And she's going to have a go. And as you can hear behind, she's already excited. Right. Let's just see if there's another one there, just so we're not fluking it. But already we've had the best fish of the session just in front of the peg. That's the first perch we've had. Every other fish so far has been a roach. Oh, bite. Just need it to bang under. Just starting to drift off, so something might have it. I'm just going to let it progress. There. Small fish. Small perch. Oh no! And again, it's all raw, people. We all drop fish. Camera Girl's dropped him on grass before. Want to come and have a go? You'll be fine. Let me just move this really expensive pole out of the way. When you hook your fish, you're just going to lift up, right? So, okay. Just there in front of you. So, I'll tell you when, but when your float goes under water, I want you to just little knock then, another one. So, go. Oh, swing him in, little roach. Oh, perfect. You did. So then, get your maggot back out. Keep hold of it. Let's just swing that out. Swing it out there like that. Look. Over them leaves. And just wait for it again. Yeah. So again, just like you did before, lift it up nice and softly. When float goes under. Oh, see them little ripples coming off your float? There, they're fish biting your bait or nudging it or playing with it just to see if it's safe. Oh, get ready. Hit it. Hey, swing it in. What's that fish?
A perch.
Well done. That's it. Chuck your top kit on these reeds here, look. On reeds, that's it. Over here. That's it. Just drop it on there. Drop it on. Go. There you go. That's it. And how far down is he? You can see it hook there. Look, see the metal bit?
No.
Oh, actually got in there. Show the people your perch. Awesome. Right, chuck him in edge down here. Get ready. Away. Oh God. Oh, God. Did it come off? Oh.
That one.
I wanted that one. That was probably the biggest one at the day. Oh, go, 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 go.
Oh my God.
Oh wow. What is that? Oh, thank God. Right, swing that. That's good though, of course. That means we've got this out the way now. No. Oh, don't lift it out, don't lift it out, keep it in water. That's it. So get your net. Bring him over. Way. Look at that. That's probably your best perch, that.
Other than that big one.
I know. See this? Just chuck this down here. Right away. And then lift your net off your knees. Just lift it off your knees a sec. Oh, chuck that over your knee. Like that. There you go. You don't get wet. Bloody peg like that as well. Yeah. But while the sucks, you grab hold of him. Show him to the camera if you want before you chuck him back in. He's a good one though, mate, isn't he?
Swim away.
Swim away. Pop him down here in edge, look. There you go. And he'll swim off. Oh, is it on? He's a good one. Go on, you'll be able to swing him up onto your lap. Go and grab hold of that line. And then hold your fish up in air. Oh, it's nearly out, that. Go on. Oh, go on. Hey, there you go. No disgorger. That's it. Show the people your lovely fish. And he's a good one, him, mate. What do you reckon?
Looks like a mermaid tail.
He's not a mermaid. He's a perch maid. Right, get off. Let me catch some fish again because you're taking up fun. Right, so you've all just seen Camera Girl catching some mahoosive fish in front here. And well, she can bugger off now. It's Margot. Let me show you all But got a swim going, caught a couple of fish. Holly's hooked into biggest roach at session, probably best, well, only perch at session as well. Oh, and look at that, look where I catch. Typical. Oh, and it wants to leave me. Little roach, just drifting off now, coming up shallow, back down again, and he's under. Oh, and I think I've just hooked the biggest fish of the session. Sorry, camera girl. Oh no, that roach were definitely bigger. But a nice handful of perch there. Where's he hooked? Where's he hooked? Oh, he's hooked. He's gone right down to his arse. I know, but I need it back. I need it back. There we go. Nice handful of perch, that. That float, I don't know if you can see that, but just drifting off. I'd probably say that's on. Yeah. Oh, not a small fish. What we got there? Another good perch. I reckon yours look biggest yet, mate. Your perch, but that roach were definitely biggest. But yeah, nice handful. He's got a lot of his spike fin missing as well, him. So someone's had a snap at him before when he were younger, I bet. Oh, just kicked my discorder out of my hand. Absolutely hammering it. Look at that. Nice lump. Oh, off it goes. There we go. And a good perch, I think. It is. Belting perch. Okay. Probably done best part of £5 of perch in the last 10 minutes. Not a bad. Where are you? What are you doing? Why is it stuck in? There we go. Lovely fish, and look at him. Bring his fin up for us, look. Lovely. Definitely having a better response on a white maggot than I am on a red. Oh, bite straight away. Another one. Little tiny ding, another one. Go on. There we go. Oh, another perch. It's just how easy this sort of fishing is, people. Look at him. I've actually got a float of some sort drifting into the peg. Is it a pellet waggler? What we got? We've got a matrix 6 gram finesse pellet waggler. Fishing's never been cheaper, people, has it? Easy. Right. God, too much excitement all in one day. Right, so last fish. Let's call it the last one now. I've only come here to catch what I'm catching today anyway. Roach, perch. You know, an odd chance I might hook into a skimmer or a bream, because there's some decent bream in here we've had before. Just on a cheap pole, cheap gear challenge like we have done today, you know, can you get out on £5 worth of fishing tackle and catch loads of fish? Well, yes, you can. Can you do it comfortably? 100%. Right? I have had no issues today whatsoever fishing with a pole from 1980s, a box probably from early 90s, maybe late 80s. I've had absolutely no problems at all catching all these lovely fish. But this little roach here is going to be the last fish of the session. We've had bigger ones. Ollie's hooked into an absolute monster that she lost, but she did find an absolute ocean of big perch as well. So not a bad session at all. We've been here for the best part of 2.5 hours, just catching loads of little fish like that on minimal bait, pint of maggots and some ground bait, and that's not going to waste because that'll do me for tomorrow as well. Maggots, they'll go with me tomorrow, and yeah, can you catch loads of fish on a £5 pole and box? Of course you can. Done it today. Easy, innit? So let's get packed up and conclude today's session. Oh, well, there we go. Session conclusion. First of all, can you have a good day's fishing for £5 worth of tackle? Of course you can. Granted, you need a landing net and a landing net head, and at this fishery you also need a landing mat as well. It's just in their rules. But the landing net I've used today has come in a tackle bundle before, where I've purchased cheap tackle like this, and that is just one of many landing net heads and poles. I've probably got 30 or 40 at home. I've got a ridiculous amount, and sometimes you can't help it, and I can't part with throwing them away and just chucking them away. But the pole, a Browning Spiral Titanium Pro with a top kit. Granted, it's got the butt section missing, but you know, it was £2 from a second-hand shop. I've put some Preston Slip 6 elastic through it, which has been absolutely perfect today for these roach and perch. At one point, we even had Camera Girl go out box, catching biggest fish at session. She lost the roach, but she had the biggest perch, so well done, Camera Girl. As for the box, I mean, ultimately, it's got all the space I need. It's not got a side tray, but I can sort one of them out, even put some octopus legs on it. It's not uncomfortable, and to be fair, when you sat on it and you know it only cost you £3, you're kind of not really bothered about the comfort. You're catching fish, you're moving about a lot, you know, it's not like you sat on it for hours and hours on end suffering. Yeah, it's got a cushion on it, but even these without the cushion, quite a convenient box to have. And if you like doing a bit of roving and you're going around peg to peg, you know, a big box like that, you can get all your gear in it, get your sarnies in it, get your flask in it. And because you're only fishing with a pole, there's no reels, you know, there's no float boxes, just a couple of pole rigs, you know, when you're sorted. So, is it worth it? A £5 fishing setup, can you catch lots of fish on it? Of course you can. And I urge anybody out there that's got old tackle like this in corner at shed to get out and use it. Get out and catch fish on it. Even if that old £10 fishing box in your shed, next to it is your £900 Matchbox. Take this out with an old pole, go and get used to catching some fish, looking like anglers did back in 80s, absolutely bagging up. And if there's a time to go fishing, it's definitely now, on these sort of commercials where it's a fish a chuck. Back in 80s, there were a lot of fish out there, but we just simply didn't have the technology and, you know, and tackle infrastructure to be able to reach these sort of fish. Well, now you can come to commercials on really old gear and absolutely bag up. Had a blinding day catching some roach and perch. There's some massive fish in this little pond, which I'm glad we've not hooked into, because it would have been nice just to continue session. But a nice short one for you, and definitely a reason for you to get back on the bank sometime soon. So if you've liked this episode, remember to get a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, or what I do find interesting is you guys bleep blooping a few comments down there below. It gives me a chance to interact with you and, you know, respond to a few on you. And even more so, there's a lot of you out there that just simply don't do enough fishing because the tackle you use, it won't look great next to Joe Bloggs sat on next peg and he's got, you know, £5,000 worth of finance gear there. Get out, smash him up on next peg on your old gear and go and enjoy yourself. So from me and the £5 setup and Camera Girl that sits behind camera on most of these videos, just making sure that pause, play, stop, start, all that stuff, making sure robins aren't landing on camera. We will see you
on the next one.